Hey. Good morning. Welcome back. Thanks again for joining us. And hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all having a wonderful day. So, this episode we're going to be transforming the porch. And we're going to not be storing firewood on the porch any longer because it is no longer necessary. And we're going to kind of convert the porch into kind of a hangout lounge area. And I'll show you how we're going to do that. So let's I was just kind of showing you the before now before I get too in depth of the project, to show you at the beginning of the video the way the porch was looking here. So I'm gonna haul the rest of the firewood into the house right now, and then we're gonna clean the porch off, and we shall continue. So stick around for a tip of the day and for the rest of the video, which will show the transformation. Yeah. Alright, so we got the first part done. All the firewood's moved, and we're moving on to the second step, which will be removing some debris, cleaning out the carpets, moving the chain, and some dog stuff here. So we're gonna need a broom and a rake. So let me grab that stuff real quick and we'll be right back. Alright, so we got a broom and a rake, and we need to move some stuff like this pot that's not being used, broken piece of wind chime, I believe. There was another one here too, but I think it kind of maybe moved somewhere. Broken piece of a hose I found in the dirt. And we need to grab that hatchet. So let's put the hatchet in the woodshed, and we'll get going on this stuff. So, life is all about perspective, how you look at things, how you analyze the situation, your thought process, etc., etc. So, to have the best experience, you must have a positive point of view, a happy perspective, a positive attitude, etc., etc. So live every day as it's your last, and make the best of every moment. So I do have a little bit of junk in my yard, but once the weather starts getting better, I'm gonna organize this wood and take all the screws out of that. That was for the old ramp on the doghouse. It's no longer a doghouse. A little bit of garbage here, and I think I'm gonna end up having to haul all this stuff to the scrapyard because having difficulties selling these extra parts, and sometimes that's just the way life is. So let's just put these here for now. We'll dispose of them properly later. And I got a pretty good plan for the front porch over here. Pretty affordable, and a quick and simple way to make it much more comfortable for lounging and enjoying the weather. Hey buddy, good boy. Alright, so I'm gonna rake the big stuff off of here real quick, and then sweep it, clean the rugs out, and we shall continue momentarily. So stick around, and we'll be back in a minute. So now we've got the porch swept off. Well, not swept off, but we raked all the big stuff off. And I actually used a big screwdriver because there was a lot of pine needles in the cracks where the 2x4s go underneath. Got most of those out, blew it off with the blower. And we're looking pretty snazzy there now. So now we're getting ready to start doing some installation. So yeah. Alright. We are now removing the 4x4s that were holding the firewood because they no longer need to be there. I have just pulled all the nails out of the brackets, so now I can move that out of there, and we're going to put one on one side next to the house, so I'll have something to work on, and then we'll put the other one on the other side of the porch to do that side. So I just have to pull these nails out of the bracket there, like I did on that one, and the top there, and then we shall continue. Alright. Easy. Ooh. Easy. There we go. I'll put the flag up. I forgot the flag was mounted on that one. So let's put that up away real quick. Alright. I'll put that in the house for safekeeping for now, and then continue. Alright, so we're gonna have to, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to trim the bottom of these so that they'll fit their new home. So like, for example, we can take this one over here, and the difference of where it was mounted to where it's going to be mounted is that 2x4. So we'll need to trim about 1.5 inches, I believe, off the bottom, so that that will fit under there, and we can mount it up like that. So I'm going to do that now, and we shall continue once again. Also need to remove those brackets and then move them to their new home over here someplace. Alright, we're back here, and it's a few days later off of the first segment. I have gotten the 2x4s mounted on the posts. I got my posts secured very nicely there on both ends. And this porch is not exactly perfect, so I'm just working with what I have available to me. The porch is not square, the porch is not level. I'm not rebuilding the entire thing, I'm just adding to it. So if you look at this board right here, it's not straight. And that's why I couldn't put that post where I wanted to put it, because this board is not straight. So, you know, it does overhang a little bit, but, you know, it's not the end of the world. Anyways, I used these same brackets as the fence building project to mount the 2x4s onto the posts. And That post is a bit farther over than this one, so I had to kind of scoot them over a little bit. Like this side is flush with the post and this side's kind of over a little bit. But I did get this side pretty much completed just now. I got 3 panels of clear over there, 3 panels of smoke tint, and I'm using these screws with the little rubber dealies on there, brown, because it kind of matches the house and stuff. And I put those up, so I left about 1 foot of a gap at the top because we don't get a whole lot of wind around here. The rain doesn't really go that sideways, so there's not really a worry about that, because this is multi-purpose, so that in the winter time it'll keep you dry, have a bit of a breeze. The summertime you'll have a bit of a breeze, keep you kind of cool. And I just put the, like I said, the porch is not square, so you know, each one of these is exactly 75 inches long. And I went off of this post here, and this post is not exactly level, so that is why that doesn't line up perfectly there. It's just the way it is, but it turned out pretty good. I put one of them screws every other one of these dealies, so it's nice and solid. It'll kind of rattle around a little bit in the wind, but yeah. So this is the porch project. Before, you seen at the beginning of the video, there was a bunch of firewood right here, and then posts were over here, and you know, we're having quite a transformation here. And eventually we'll have a couple chairs and a table here. It'll be a nice little lounge area. So I'm going to continue the work, and I have to cut about 16 inches of the length off of these. These are 8-footers. And I don't know, that much is how much I'm cutting off. I got some good Fiskars scissors. They're pretty tough, and they cut right through that pretty good, no problem. But kind of the issue is, if you look at those, there's 2 full panels and then there's about a half a panel. So I have to cut one of these panels pretty much right down the center to make it the right width. So I'm gonna do that, put those up, and then we'll have a little clip at the end of the video when I'm all done. Alright, back here again. And you may be wondering, where's all this stuff and where'd that come from? Well, I was over here earlier this morning, and there was some moss that I was removing with the rake somewhere. And before, there was some, I don't know, bark chips or something for some reason in this general area. And below that was plastic. So I was right here kind of raking with a hard rake, and I found some plastic under the dirt, maybe like a ½ an inch or something. And you know how it goes. You find just a little bit of plastic, and then you keep raking, and then you find more plastic and rocks. I actually even found a car part. Does anybody know what this is? If you know what this is, comment down below. So anyways, I went maybe a little bit overboard. I ended up rototilling this entire area and removed an entire bag of plastic. And I got some grass seed, so I'm gonna plant some more grass seed right here. It'll be pretty nice and everything. Anyways, the porch project is pretty much done. We have the clear plastic on this side, and we have the smoke plastic on the other side. Each one of those panels was about $20. So it was a little bit over $100, maybe $140 for the whole project. 2x4s, some brackets, some screws, and then panels. I'll put these screws back in the bag there. I do need to put that back up somewhere for the flag, mount that somewhere. I haven't found a good spot for it yet, and we're gonna have to rehang the wind chimes, because there was pretty much wind chimes around the entire porch. But anyways, that moss I was talking about, that's right here. So there's kind of a low spot right there. So I just removed the moss from over there and I put it over here. You know, so you gotta, you know, consolidate. Use what you got available to you. I always do things the cheapest, simplest, most practical way. And if it even involves removing some mossy dirt and moving it to somewhere else in the yard to fill a low spot, then, you know, why not? So I got a little extra of these panels here. So that's my excess pile. And I'd say it turned out pretty good. So there's about a foot gap up at the top, and on the sides there's a couple inches. So there'll be a, you know, you can get a breeze in there and all that stuff. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. A little different than before. No firewood. Looks pretty nice. And if you liked the video, smash the like button, consider subscribing, consider leaving a nice comment down below, consider sharing the video with a friend or family member that you may think like the video, and be sure to check out my other videos. I do quite a bit of landscaping, playing in the dirt, raking, mowing, volunteering for the community, etc., etc. So how about tip of the day? Tip of the day, we'll use a little while ago as an example. My coat's pretty wet, so I was out here putting these panels up in the rain. But guess what? I didn't mind. I was enjoying the moment. I was not going to be scared away from a little bit of weather. So how about tip of the day will be, enjoy the moment regardless of the weather, or regardless of your surroundings, and just make the best of what you have, and, you know, just enjoy yourself. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and it's a pretty simple way to fix up the porch. I'm pretty excited to be able to sit out here, hang out, drink some coffee, enjoy the breeze, and in the wintertime it'll keep you dry from the rain, and in the summertime there'll be a breeze and keep you cool. So it's a win-win in my book. So I hope you enjoyed. Take care. Later. Peace.